Cycle 1, Week 21. We're going to go ahead and get started. It's St. Patrick's Day and I'm dressed in green. We are going to go ahead and start off with our history. Tell me about the exploration of Canada. I have an accordion here, and in the song you will hear the accordion. And so I thought I'd play you this little part to get us started. John Cabot and Samuel de Champlain explored Canada and St. Lawrence River, creation of the Hudson Bay Company. In 1670, eventually led to war between Britain and France. The maple leaf is the symbol of Canada. Everybody grabbed their musical instruments and we played together. John Cabot and Samuel de Champlain explored Canada and the St. Lawrence River, creation of the Hudson Bay Company. In 1670, eventually led to war between Britain and France. The maple leaf is the symbol of Canada. Let's try that again. John Cabot and Samuel de Champlain explored Canada and the St. Lawrence River, creation of the Hudson Bay Company. In 1670, eventually led to war between Britain and France. The maple leaf is the symbol of Canada, and this is the symbol of Canada, the maple leaf, right there in red. And so that's what we learned about in history. We're going to go ahead and jump on into science. So we had the 5 circles of latitude, and we sang this song to fa la 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 la. And what I did was I had my Santa Claus hat all packed up, but I do have a silly St. Patrick's Day hat, so I thought I'd wear this for y'all. So here we go. We're going to do the 5 circles of the 5 circles of la 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 latitude. Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, la 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 latitude. Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, la 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 la. Antarctic Circle, la 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 la. Sing with me. We also have this music symbol to let us know that's where we sing the la 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 la. The 5 circles of la 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 latitude. Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, la 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 latitude. Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, la 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 la. Antarctic Circle, la 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 latitude. Let's try one time here. The 5 circles of la 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 latitude. Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, la 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 latitude. Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, la 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 latitude. Antarctic Circle, la 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 latitude. We're going to go ahead and move on to our math. We are learning about the Associative Law for addition and the Associative Law for multiplication. This one is kind of a tricky one, but we did to do Lord, oh do Lord, do you remember me? And we practiced with pieces of paper, practiced writing this on pieces of paper, and then we also practiced just singing it. And we noticed that the addition has all pluses and the multiplication has all the x's, which Simon said were the times, and that's correct, times. And all the letters stay the same. So here we go. The Associative Law for addition states, open parentheses, A plus B, close parentheses, plus C equals A, plus open parentheses, B plus C, close parentheses. The Associative Law for multiplication states, open parentheses, A times B, close parentheses, times C equals A, times open parentheses, B times C, close parentheses. Let's try that one more time. The Associative Law for addition states, open parentheses, A plus B, close parentheses, plus C equals A, plus open parentheses, B plus C, close parentheses. The associative law for multiplication states, open parentheses. A times B, close parentheses, times C equals A, times open parentheses, B times C, close parentheses. And that is perfect. That's what we had for math. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next thing, which was the Canadian waters. And this is our geography. Geography, we are going to learn this to... we're going to learn this to the Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes song. And we have Canadian waters, Great Bear Lake, Great Slave Lake, Hudson Bay, Baffin Bay, Labrador Sea. And these are those lakes. So we had Canadian waters to Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. Canadian waters, waters, Canadian waters, waters, Great Bear Lake, Great Slave Lake, Hudson Bay, Baffin Bay, Labrador Sea. Canadian waters, waters, Canadian waters, waters, Great Bear Lake, Great Slave Lake, Hudson Bay, Baffin Bay, Labrador Sea. We also did a couple of hand motions with this. When we got to Great Bear Lake, we did a bear, and when we got to Great Slave Lake, we went like this. When we got to Hudson Bay, we did H, Baffin Bay, and then Labrador Sea, we did Labrador Sea for down low. So, if we put it all together, Canadian waters, waters, Canadian waters, waters, Great Bear Lake, Great Slave Lake, Hudson Bay, Baffin Bay, Labrador Sea. So that was really fun. And then let's go ahead and move on to our English fourth declension noun endings. We have us, oi, ooh, us, oi, ooh, us, oi, ooh, singular fourth declension. Us, ibus, ibus, us, ibus, ibus, us, ibus, ibus, plural fourth declension. So when we sang this, we did singular, hold up one hand, and when we do plural, we'll hold up two. And when we did oi, we held our nose and went, oi, smells, oi. And then us, we hold up our antlers like a moose. So, here we go. Us, oi, ooh. Us, oi, ooh. Us, oi, ooh. Singular fourth declension. Us, ibus, ibus. Us, ibus, ibus. Us, ibus, ibus. Plural fourth declension. Let's go ahead and move on. We had our English, which was our helping and linking verb to be. We did puppets. We got our puppets out and we flew them like bees because the song we are going to sing this is to Bringing Home a Baby Bumblebee. And so we flew our puppets around and it was super fun. So let me show you what they are. Helping and a linking verbs to be. Am, are, is, was, were, be, being, been. Helping and a linking verbs to be. Am, are, is, was, were, be, being, been. Helping and a linking verb to be. Am, are, is, was, were, be, being, been. And those were our helping and linking verbs. So we've covered everything besides our timeline, so let me show you what that is. For our timeline, we started off with all of them in out of order, and then I had the students put them in order and then try to see if they could figure out the order of them. So like right now I'm putting them in order and I think that's how it goes. Let's see, I think it goes like that. And then you can also check them in the back. So they are numerically ordered. So I had one wrong. Whoops. And then you can put them in order and then you can scramble them. And so that was a lot of fun. But we'll go ahead and sing this. World War II and President Franklin D. Roosevelt, Stalin of the USSR and the Katyn massacre. The United Nations formed, the Cold War, Gandhi's and India's independence, Jewish state established, Mao and communist victory in China. World War II and President Franklin D. Roosevelt, Stalin and the USSR and the Katyn massacre. The United Nations formed, the Cold War, Gandhi and India's independence, Jewish state established, Mao and communist victory in China. And so those were our timeline. And so that's what we did for memory work, and that completes all of our memory work. And then we jumped on over to orchestra, and we learned about John Sebastian Bach. We learned some incredible things about him, that he was actually born in the same year as Handel, and he also lost his parents at age 10. His brothers played a big part in music. His dad was actually a 7th generation musician, and he actually lived in the same country, which was Germany, same as Handel. And then he also composed his work at the same time as Handel. A lot of his songs were very religious, and he always wrote I-N-J, which means in the name of Jesus. He suffered from blindness later in life, and he wrote the Well-Tempered Clavier, which is a song in the key of C. It teaches students technique and any string keyboard instrument, and it also showcased the harpsichord, which had a one volume sound. Unlike the clavichord, it had striking the strings, more like a piano, so you could play and hammer the notes loud or soft. We also found out that he was really known for this song, Jesus, Joy of Man's Desiring, which I have here on my harp. I'd like to show you the Jesus, Joy of Man's Desiring. He was known for that song called Jesus, Joy of Man's Desiring. Another thing we learned about was a fugue. He was known for different 4-part voices in music. You'd have a high voice, and then you'd have like one in the middle, and then you'd have like a little bit lower, and then you'd have the lowest voice, and he'd play them all together at one time, and it was beautiful hearing all the different voices. And some would come in early, and then he'd add harmony of those voices, and it was really incredible to see. So for example, if we had the middle voice starting off at, and then you put them together, and then you had, you have all 3 voices, and then he added 4 voices, and it was incredible how each one were doing different things but still repeating the same portion of the song. We also found that in his music they had rolled chords to help simulate more volume. You can also see that the different voices began at 2 minutes and 22 seconds. I really encourage you to listen to the Well-Tempered Clavier, Prelude and Fugue in C major by Bach. That was super fun, and then we went on over into science, and in science we learned about all these different minerals we were able to see. We did a test on all these different minerals. We had, several people had different minerals actually. It was quartz, kyanite, graphite. I was the one who had graphite. There were lots of different things, but we did a test on them, and we got to see, next week we'll be using this sheet. We'll write the mineral down, and then we'll perform 5 different tests on each. If it floats, if it's magnetized, how hard the mineral is, if it's We'll see if we can scratch it with our fingernail or a copper penny or a nail or a piece of glass to see how hard it will be. And we also tried to see if it passed several different tests, like the hardness, how it breaks, transparency, shining the light through it. Does light pass through it? Also its luster. Does it reflect a glassy, metallic, or dull, or pearly, or a waxy type of reflection? We also did a streak test when we put it on a tile to see what kind of color it left behind, and then also just seeing its shape. And we drew a picture of it, and then we switched with our classmate to see if they could copy each other's work and learn from what the classmate wrote. And that was super fun. And that was all we did this week for week 21. I hope you had a fantastic week, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Bye.